the cloud. Okay, we're good to go. So let's breathe. All right, so if you need to sit on something higher for more comfort in the hip flexor in your back, roll up your mat, get a pillow, sit on a pillow. Yeah, don't suffer through sitting. So just elevate your body a little bit more so you're a little bit more comfortable. No stress anywhere if you need it. All right. Okay. Then just rock the pelvis forward and back a little bit. If you need to remove any flesh, just make sure that we're sitting right on the sit bones. Wow, I have a lot of red for Christmas. You can't miss it. Okay. And then we're going to stack the ribs right over the pelvis. So we have the bottom ribs aligned with the hip bones. Good. And then just shift the chin and the head back a little bit so you have the back of the head aligned with your back and your sit bones. Okay, if you feel that this is too much stress, sit higher or just relax a little bit more forward. Okay, and let's breathe. So just do like 3 regular breaths just to focus ourselves a little bit and try to make a full body and make sure you're sending the breath to the belly if you haven't yet. Okay, so breathing into the belly and the rest of the torso, breathing out, just pulling the air out and start feeling that contraction of the torso. Breathing in, out, relaxing everything, head and shoulders. Good. And then we're going to start making a bit more purposely breaths. So try to get the breath more to the back, side, and then front of the torso. It can go to the belly as well. Now breathe out. Use your abdominal muscles to get the air out. Pull the belly button in. Expel the air. So try to start your breath to the back, then expand the sides, then the front of the ribs with the torso, and then use the belly button. And then try to hug those bottom ribs as you do that. Remember to breathe, expanding the entire rib cage. Now pull that belly button in. Now try to hug the hip bones, the waist, and the ribs gently. Good. So we're here. Breathing in, back, side, front. Breathe out from the pubic bone, belly button, ribs. Good. Now keep breathing in. On the breath out, let's also activate the pelvic floor. So breathe in to expand. On the breath out, let's connect pubic bone to tailbone, sit bones together. So pull that pelvic floor in, lift. Now collapse the pubic bone, belly button, all the way in and up with the abdominals, hugging the ribs at the end. Start with the pelvic floor on the breath out. Think of connecting pubic bone back to tailbone, sit bones together. So they connect in the middle, then they lift. As they lift, you also sink and lift the abdominals all the way to the rib cage, but then we hug. Okay, hip bones, waist, ribs. A lot of work, but you know what I'm talking about. So keep expanding on the breath in, contracting on the breath out, starting with the pelvic floor. I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Too much breath. Good. So if you're comfortable with the breath, we're going to add the arms to it. So on the breath in, as you're expanding the ribs, let's open up those arms. On the breath out, release. So when we go up and down with the arms, make sure you're not lifting from the shoulder. The shoulder stays down. The arm lifts right here. It rotates. It sinks into the joint, very relaxed. And then it goes back down. And this whole area by the neck does not go up and down with you. It just keeps sinking gently. You're not pulling it. It's just rotating, sinking, and rotating down. Okay, nice and relaxed. Bring the arm in front of you as much as you feel it's comfortable and not stressing your shoulders. If it bothers your shoulders, just don't do it. Good. Breathing in, lengthen the spine up with you. Yeah, good, Rania. Lift that torso. Nice. So we're gonna go all the way up. On the way down, you're gonna keep that right arm up. Just bring the left arm down. And we're gonna do side flexion. So mount the ribs. And if it bothers you, you can either keep the hand here or here and do your side flexion without raising the arms. Otherwise, arm stays up. Connect the ribs to the pelvis. Hand can come to the floor. Lift first from the waist, the ribs, everything goes up. Now, without collapsing this side, shift the rib cage and then go sideways. Look how I'm still stacked, okay? And I'm not collapsing here to go to my side flexion. I'm lifting and shifting. The arm and the elbows are locked, so you're reaching away to open all of this. And then bring it back in. And we're gonna go out again, okay? So we're gonna breathe in, lift and lengthen. Connect the ribs, breathe out. Keep the side lifted and shift it. Keep the elbow locked of that right arm and go to the side. Hold it here with this arm giving you support. Now I want you to breathe to here. Breathe in, open that rib cage. Lengthen the arm, breathe out. Try to shift the rib and go a little further, and that top arm is still locked. Look, it doesn't have to be over your ear. It can be in front of you, wherever you're relaxed and this is rotating in. Breathe in, reach and lengthen, open this. Breathe out, go more. On the next breath in, reach and lengthen, and then go as far down as you can. Keep this waist and sit bones really anchored. On your next breath in, you come back up. And then we do the other side. Good, relax the shoulders. Nice. And let's go other side. Arm goes up and anchor the sit bone. Lift, 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 lift. Open already here. Now, remember, arm in front of you if you need to. And breathe into the rib, lengthening in. Breathe out, shift, lift and shift. Stay, breathe in, open. Breathe out, lift and shift. So you don't go very far. Lock that elbow, breathe in, open that whole side. Breathe out. Good, you keep anchoring the sit bone. Give me two more. Keep shifting. Don't collapse into the side. You're always lifting and then shifting the side. Good. On your last one, you go maximum. Get that nice stretch. Get that sit bone down, and then you come back up. Nice. Roll the shoulders, relax. I hope that feels nice. Good. Just release. Nice. So we're going to do it one more time. But once we're here, I'm going to add a rotation. Still keep this whole side long, and then you're trying to rotate chest and shoulders down. And we're going to stretch more the side back, okay? So hand down and breathe in to lengthen. Keep this connection here so we're not overarching. Breathe out, lift and shift. Good. This hand is here for support. Breathe in, lengthen more. Now on the breath out, keep the sit bones anchored. Rotate so your chest and shoulders are facing down. This hand is still supporting you. Now breathe more to your back. Push the back ribs back. Breathe out, scoop the belly, push back and reach the arm forward. Breathe into your back. Breathe out, scoop the abdominals and the ribs back, reach the arm forward. So I'm not collapsing. This is going back. This is reaching forward. Last breath to your back. Keep your shoulders wide. Breathe in, come to the side. And breathe out, come back up. Good. Roll the shoulder. So never stretch through here. Always from here. You're reaching, 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 but this is not stressing, okay? So this arm goes up, and we're going to do breath in, reach. Breath out, lift, and go to the side. Hold for a breath in, lengthen more. Breathe out, rotate. Keep this scooped and reaching back. Shoulder and chest to the floor. Now breathe into your back. Breathe out. Push your abdominals and lower ribs back. Reach the arm forward. So you want to stay right over your sit bones. You don't want to rock forward from the sit bones. Keep breathing. If you can rotate more, rotate that shoulder to the floor more and reach. One more breath. Rotate if you have more to rotate. Otherwise, just push the ribs back and then arm forward. Keep the sit bones up, down. Breathe in to go back to the side when you're ready. And breathe out, come down and roll the shoulders. It's always nice to release that spine before we start. So we're gonna go into rotation, okay? So I'm gonna start with the arms to the ceiling. We're gonna rotate, lift. The arms to lift the spine, lift the spine, lift the spine. Then the hands come down to the ground. This hand is gonna come here to give you lever to rotate, okay? Whatever's comfortable for you. Sit bones stay anchored. So we're lifting and then rotating from the waist up mostly, okay? So arms to ceiling if you can. If not, you just can just go through the rotation, connect. Sit back into your sit bones a little bit if you can. Reach, reach, breathe in, reach up. Really decompress that spine and rotate. Now, bring the hand to the ground. Look, push yourself up more with the hand so you decompress the spine more. Then bring that front hand next to the knee. I like the palm facing out because it keeps your shoulder wide. Breathe in with the back arm. Lift yourself more and rotate that shoulder back. With the breath out, you're going to press into the leg and rotate back a little bit. It's okay if the back elbow bends. Breathe in, push into the back arm and lift your spine more. Feel that you're even on both sit bones. Breathe out, press into that front leg and rotate more. Opening up the back shoulder, whichever direction you're going. 2 more breaths. Breathe in, lift. Keep your head in alignment with your chest so you're not stressing the neck. And then on your next breath in, after you've done your full rotation, you're going to release forward and you're going to roll your shoulders. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So arm goes up, lift the ribs, the spine as high as you can. Breathe in, rotate. Breathe out, bring the hands down. Use both hands to push yourself and decompress the spine on the ground. Don't over-rotate your head. Then the hand X forward, come here on the side, holding the knee, whatever is comfortable for you. With the back arm, push yourself and lift. Keep weight even on both sit bones. Breathe out. Press into the front knee, rotate. Keep lifting the waist up. So I want you to keep breathing in, lengthening the spine, breathing out, pressing, rotating. You can still do this sitting on a pillow, on a higher mat, whatever is comfortable for you. Rania, you're leaning back too much. Yeah, yes, so stay over the sit bones, don't lean back. Do your last breath, go final rotation, and when you're ready, come back in and release and roll the shoulders. Good, so spine is nice and flexible. Let's just do that. Just a quick release. Before we do, just change the cross of your legs if it's comfortable for you. Good, and we're gonna breathe out, just round, just to release everything we did. Breathe in, pull the shoulders and scapulars, open chest up. Breathe out, round, so push that rib cage, relax the head, hold on to the legs, really push. If I let go, I'm gonna spring back. That's how much I'm pushing. Yeah, open up. Lift the chest, squeezing the scapulars. Breathe out, round. Relax the neck. Breathe in, shoulders down. Lift that chest, arch a little bit. Last one. Good, that's it. All right, let's go home and sleep now. Stay home, I guess. Bring your legs in front of you. Knees bent, hands behind the thigh, and we're gonna start. Now that we did a lot of movement, we should be a little bit happier doing our rolls, okay? All right, so you're holding on to the back of the thigh. Again, use that lever to lift the spine up. As you lift the spine, roll the shoulders and scapulars down. If you're tight, you may still stay on that pillow, okay? So breath in to lengthen spine. Breath out, let's reactivate that core. Starting from the pelvic floor, scooping the abdominals. We're gonna tuck the tailbone and round the pelvis. Think of, I want my tailbone to tuck in and I want my low back to open up. I don't wanna push with the mid back. This stays relaxed, okay? Then we lift through the crown of the head to come back up. So breathe in, up, breathe out, pull the pelvic floor, bring your sit bones together and then tuck that tailbone through the abdominals. Scoop the abdominal in and up to round the pelvis, round the low back. The upper back is relaxed. from the crown of the head, lift yourself back up to sitting position. Okay, so let's do 3 to 4 more. Breathe out, pull the pelvic floor, bring the sit bones together, scoop the abdominals, lift, and as you scoop the abdominals, you're gonna round that pelvis and low back. Breathe in from the crown of the head, come up. So keep holding on to the legs if you want. If you want a little bit more advanced, hands are in front of you. Breathe out, pull the pelvic floor, squeeze the sit bones so your butt's a little active. Pull the belly in and up and round that pelvis and low back. Find that opening on the back, on the low back. Watch your shoulders, Rania, shoulders down and hands not so close together. Yeah, open up your hands, not here, not here. Open up the shoulders, lift. Give me one more. Breathe out, scoop pelvis. You should be feeling that lower abdominal working, not your butt muscles. Go a little further. Breathe in to the back of the upper ribs. Breathe out. Now scoop the belly, reach with the arms, keep scooping and lifting, rounding, and sit up tall. Remember that. Breathe in to lengthen. You can still be here. Breathe out. Pull the pelvic floor, sit bones together, scoop the abdominals, roll. So we were coming just to here. Now we can go more further, but from the pelvis. So the pelvis needs to be moving and the hip bones keep going up. Only as far as you can. Don't activate the hip flexors. If your lower abdominals are not working, you're gonna feel it here. Lift the abdominals and round. Round, lifting, lifting, round. Find your sit bones, stack the spine. Okay? So if you're feeling on the hip flexors, that's what you're using to grip. That means you need to work the abdominals deeper. Okay? Go. Scoop, scoop, belly, inner belly. Try to touch the sacrum if you're a little bit more advanced. Okay, and then you breathe in here. You breathe out, you scoop and reach with the arms and the crown of the head. Keep scooping, lifting. Find the sit bones, stack. Good, we're gonna do 2 more and you're gonna go as deep as you can. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, pull the pelvic floor, activate the inner core, scoop. Yeah, keep going as far as you can. Go and come back. Breathe in, breathe out, scoop. Here you need to keep lifting the body as you come up and over that beach ball and stack. We should be much warmer. You're gonna give me 1 more. Let's go. Scoop, 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 scoop. Nice. Breathe in, breathe out, scoop and come up. And you can hug your knees here and rest for a second. Very nice. That's good. So you should feel much warmer if you're activating the deeper core. Yeah. All right. So let's do a little bit of rotations with this and a little bit of marches. Okay. If you need help, please keep holding here so you're not overworking the hip flexors. All right. So get a roll. We're going to hold on the roll down and we're going to do a little bit of rotations at the bottom of the movement. Okay. So arms in front of you. Breathe in, lengthen, pull the pelvic floor, scoop the abdominals, take your roll to where you feel it's comfortable for you to hold it. Now, we need to keep scooping and connecting pubic bone to belly button, hip bones. Now, one arm stays forward, the other one rotates from the waist up. Don't shift the pelvis and the knee. Breathe in, bring it back. So, only from the waist up. Breathe in here, breathe out. Keep one arm reaching forward. Follow your head with the hand going back. Breathe in at the center, breathe out. The arm that stays forward reaches more to help you with the rotation. Don't shift the weight from one sit bone to the other. Give me 2 or 4 more. Are you heavy on the sit bones? Can your head follow your arm? If you can't, just keep it forward. Shoulders wide, ladies. Don't bring those shoulders up, Rania. Both Ranias, relax the shoulders. Barakat, I forgot I have 2 Ranias. Okay. Last one, away from the camera. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathe out, scoop, roll, and rest over your legs for a second. Very nice, that was good. Just watch this, yeah? Don't use your shoulders to help you. It's not gonna help you. So keep it relaxed. You have to go to the core. Okay, last one, because your hip flexor might be screaming. We're gonna try to march, okay? So we're gonna go down. This is super deep core work. Scoop and lift, and we're gonna march one leg up, down. breathe in, breathe out. So let's try to do about 6, and then I'm going to make it harder. I'm going to make you switch without going down. If you're not tucked and controlled, you might hurt your back. So if you feel anything, Danya, hold on to the legs and try to just go down and up without hurting the low back, okay? Let's go. Woo! Atalla, let's go. So you can eat all those Christmas goodies. Okay, so breathe in up, breathe out. Keep scooping. Good. So William, don't go to the chest, just float up here. Breathe in. Look at my pelvis and my back. No movement at all. So none of this is happening. I keep scooping and stabilizing. If you feel you've got this and you want to try to make it harder, you keep one leg up and you switch mid-air. So from here, watch your low back. Look, there's no movement on my low back. So I'm not doing this. If you're doing it, keep going with the same one. And barely touch the floor. Oh, that's so much work. Last one. Bring both legs down, hand behind your thigh, come up and rest here. Ooh la la. Okay, we're rolling all the way down to the ground and we're gonna go into roll-ups. So now we've done plenty to release the back to go into roll-ups and down. So I'm gonna come here because I'm gonna go all the way back. All right, so we're gonna go to the floor. So we're gonna scoop and roll. When we reach here, if you're okay with this, your legs are gonna straighten and your arms are gonna go back. Otherwise, keep the legs bent, no problem. And you can roll into the roll-ups, holding up the thighs. Otherwise, you're gonna do the full thing. My legs are separate because my back is tight. If you can keep it together, feet flexed, and use the inner thigh connection, great. Okay? So we can start from down here since you guys are already there. So legs glued to the floor. The back of the legs are working really hard and you're opening up the hips. Feet flexed because that's going to give you more stability. Now, how far do we take the arms back? Look at my ribs. As far as it doesn't pop for me to take the arms back. It's going to change each time you go back and forth. So arms here or anywhere you want. We're going to breathe in, lift the arms and the head, breathe out, press the legs down, push from the back of the rib cage to scoop, roll, lift, anchor the sit bones and just reach the ribs, upper ribs and arms forward, keeping your feet flexed. So scoop and lift more and more, William. So you're a little bit here, I need you back here. So push your back more and then reach forward with the arms. Reach, drop your head between the arms, good. Breathe in, start going back, press those legs down, breathe out, continue. Press the legs down, slow down. Really mobilize that spine, articulate it. Good, and then the arms move back again. Okay? And go. So always remember that there's a huge beach ball in front of you and you need to go up and over it. Press into the back of the ribs first because that's going to give you that jump up. Now, huge beach ball here. Lift up and over the beach ball. So the low back needs to be stacked. There you go. Now reach the shoulders and the arms and the head falls between the arms. Good. Now scoop and lift your abdominals more. Scoop and lift it more. Scoop and lift it all the way to your chest. Breathing in and now breathe out, come down. Press the legs down. If you want to make it harder, the hand stays by the ear. Press the legs, round that pelvis and go down, articulating your spine one bone at a time. Good. So those are all techniques. When you're ready, you can just flow a little bit more. So breathe in up. Good. Your hands are not together. They're shoulder width. Good. Breathe out. Press into the back of the ribs. Scoop and lift the abdominals to give you that lift. Now, lift out of the ribs, lifts out of the pelvis, and then you reach up and over. It's a big fireball here. You can't touch it. Head drops between the arms. The shoulders reach forward, out and forward, and the abdominals lift. Reach those arms. You want to touch the wall in front of you. Reach the arms forward. Reach the heels forward. Reach. Breathe in on the breath out. Start going back. Shoulders down. Nice. And back. Last one, we're going to make it harder. So breathe in, lift the arms and the head. Good. Breathe out, crunch up and hold one position for 3 breaths. Go here and breathe in and out. Rani, you can be here. In and out. In, out, come up just a little bit higher, hold. 3 breaths. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe out. If you have your inner thighs together, zip it together. It's going to give you support. 3 breaths. Breathe in. On the next breath out, come up and over. We're going to do the same thing on the way down. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to do 3 points. So hold on your first position, hold. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe out. Scoop and deepen the abdominals on your breath. Now on the breath out, scoop and round the back more, the low back. Breathe in, scoop the belly round. Now go to your second challenge point. Breathe in, scoop the belly more. Scoop the belly more. 3, third challenge point. You choose. Shoulders wide, don't stress the neck and the shoulders. Breathe. Scoop the belly more. Anchor the legs down. I'm sweating. And woo! That was intense. Bend the knees in. Good. Arms to ceiling. And we're going to go into our hundreds. We're killing the abs so we can eat lots of goodies. So I'm going to start off with 100 with the legs down. Then we're going to march it up. Then we're going to straighten up. And then we're going to go at whatever angle your back can do, or stick to whatever variation works for you. If your neck and head hurts, 2 options. Either support the head or keep the head down and challenge with the legs. Okay? Feel free to use a pillow. Arms to ceiling. Feet down. Okay, try to keep neutral on the pelvis and crunch only from the ribs. So we're gonna breathe out to crunch. Let's go. Tuck your chin on the breath in, breathe out, crunch up and hold, and let's pose. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 20 more. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Imprint, march the legs up and keep pulsing. Inner thighs together in 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 60, 2, 4, 5, out 2, 3, 4, 5, hold. Legs up. Okay, well, however you can straighten, keep the imprint. In 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 80. Out and lower the legs if you want. Last 20. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. And hug your knees. Rock your head side to side. Good. March the legs down one at a time. Good. And I'm going to do single leg circles. I'm going to straighten one leg out and I'm going to bring the other leg to me. If this is too much for you, I'm going to straighten this up and down. You can keep the other leg bent, okay? So pick what's available for you. If this is okay, otherwise, here. Now, pull the leg into the midline, flex the foot of the bottom leg, hand behind the thigh. Let's stretch this for 3. So you're going to straighten the leg up. If you're flexible, you can flex the foot, release, and release down, okay? Just go as far as you can. Just feel that stretch. And breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Flex, breathe out. We're going to do one more. So the other leg at the bottom is active, yeah? The one on the floor is actively pressing to the ground. Good. Now we're going to release the hand wherever your leg needs to be. Don't stress the back. Take your hand to the waist and push the waist away to make sure that this hip has not gone up because of your flexibility. Push and adjust that both sit bones are really reaching ahead. Hands on the floor. And we're going to draw circles, okay? If you're flexible, the leg is straight without concept compensating. You're gonna go across the body, even if the knees bend. You're gonna draw a circle in the ceiling with either the toes or the knees. When the leg goes out to the side, the opposite side is what's being challenged, okay? So it's a breath in to go the side and up. It's a breath out. So look at my opposite hip. It's not rocking with my leg. So your circle is only as big as your pelvis, and this opposite side is completely anchored on the mat. Take your hand to that opposite hip and make sure that it's totally anchored. Good. So that's about 5 circles. We're going to reverse it. Put your hand on the waist, push the waist again, and breathe in. Now you're dropping it to the side. Breathe out, circle it around. Okay, with the knees the same. Drop. Now, I want your leg to be as relaxed as possible, but as anchored as possible in the hip joint so you get mobility. Finish your 5, and then pull the leg into the chest and release it here. So we're looking for mobility in the hip joint, but stability on the opposite side. So you don't want to grip it. Bring it down. Glide it forward, bring the legs together, pull the other leg in, hand behind the thigh. This leg pushing down. We've worked a lot the hip flexor, so if you need to massage it here, go ahead. Foot is flexed, okay? And let's stretch for 4. So we straighten, flex the foot or not, bring it down, okay? Breathe in, reach, and reach. Good. Get your stretch. Don't have to follow me. If you feel like you need to straight here, you can. Okay? So the next one, we're staying up. Whatever you need to be without compensating, take your hand to the waist, push. It's the side of the leg here that the waist likes to go up. So if you need to keep your hand here, fine. Now this side, we're working stability. Start with the leg coming across the body on a breath in, breathe out, circle. Now look at my stability here. If this is happening, then you're going too far out with that leg. It only goes as far as this stays down. Give me your 5 to each direction. Release that leg in the hip joint, but keep it anchored. So suck the leg in, but keep it mobile. Good. With the knee, we're here, drawing the knee. This is a lot more mobility in the joint. When you're done with your 5, we go the opposite direction. We drop it away from the body. You circle in and across the body and back up. Okay, breathe in to drop. Breathe out to come around. Ribs on the ground, hips on the ground. Suck that leg in. Finish your 5. Arms are helping you on the ground. Sit bones are long. And then when you're done, it pulls in. Leg goes down, straighten the legs, open both hips up. If you need to massage, just massage. Okay, so we're going to stretch this out. We're going to pull both feet in and we're going to go into our bridges. Hands are going to come to the ground. Lengthen the sit bones, lengthen the spine. Press the scap and the arms down, and we're going to roll up. I like to bring my legs a little closer. They're about 90-ish degree, but not right under my knee. So let's breathe out, imprint. Remember all abdominals. Now let's squeeze the butt and lift the tailbone, but let's keep the ribs down on the mat. So it's just a small lift. Breathe in to lengthen, drop one bone at a time down. So our spine should be a little bit subtle, so there should be movement there already. And breathe in to lengthen the whole body. Breathe out, scoop the abdominals, imprint. Press into the heels, squeeze the butt, lengthen that tailbone up. Now roll the pelvis and the low back. The ribs are pressing down. Breathe in at the top to lengthen all the way to the knees. Breathe out. Use your abdominals to drop one bone at a time, all the way to that neutral position, tailbone touching. And give me one more. Press into the heels, squeeze the butt, roll that pelvis. Now reach those knees forward, press the ribs down, breathe out, scoop and down. Let's go full bridges or as high as you can without ever lifting through the upper back. So breathe out, scoop imprint. Press into the heel, squeeze the butt, lift that tailbone. Now keep lifting the tailbone using your glutes and the hamstrings. Keep pressing to the heels. Keep the thighs reaching forward. Scapula and arms pressing down. Good. Don't let your knees fall out. Press into the arches, big toe. Breathe out. Relax the chest. And all here, from the upper part of the ribs, press down from your esophagus. And then go down with the rest of the spine. All the way down to neutral. Okay, everybody looks pretty good. Keep going. Yeah, let's go. Let's do 4 more. Scoop and imprint. Squeeze the glutes. Press into the heels. Now roll one bone at a time. As you lift the pelvis, you're reaching your upper thighs and knees forward as much as you can. Like you really want to touch the knees to the wall in front of you. Keep the chest and the ribs down and feel all the work through the back of the legs. Press. Scapulas down. On your breath out, relax the chest. And from all the way up here, go down. From the highest point, scooping down without rolling the shoulders. Feel one bone at a time in, and your thighs are still reaching forward with that tailbone and down. So you want to decompress the spine more and more each time as you go down. 2 more, go. Press into the heels, imprint. Lift those abdominals. Try to really move one bone at a time. Squeeze the glutes. Keep the chest and the ribs heavy. Press the arms down to help you. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out. Roll, lengthening. Reach the spine away. Reach the tailbone. Reach the thighs as you go down. Good. Last one. Take your time. Don't follow me. Really feel what's happening to your spine. You're really trying to move one bone at a time up. And at the top, take your time to find the longest line between the top of your head all the way to your knees. Once you find that super lengthening, then you relax the chest. And right here, like you're doing a crunch, press that esophagus down and go down one bone at a time. Let's go up last time, and we're going to march. So it's up to you how many times you want to march. Anywhere between 6 to 10 times. Okay? So let's go. Bring your feet in if you need a bit more. They're aligned with your sit bones, and up we go. Now, chest down, ribs down, abs in, tuck. And keep the hips high. So I'm going to lift this leg up. First, I'm going to reach this hip bone up. So when I lift my leg, I don't collapse it. Okay? It marches up. The other leg that's down is working really hard. Now lift the other hip up with the abdominals and then all the way to the hip bone. As you march up, we don't collapse it. The leg going up and down is super relaxed. Arms are helping you and just float up and down with the legs. The other side is working hard. Keep connecting hips and ribs. Like you're doing a crunch and like you're doing a pelvic tilt. You are doing a pelvic tilt. 6, 7. Don't move that torso. Tuck that pelvis again when you come down here and pull that rib down to make sure you're not collapsing, pushing through the low back. Last 2. I like to breathe out when I go up. You can breathe in if you want. Good. Breathe in to realign everything. Knees, thighs, tailbone, sit bones, crown of the head. And then when you're ready, we roll down. Good. Cross one leg over the other. And then stretch it up. If you need to keep it down and just push the knee away, that's also fine. And it goes through the thighs, knee, elbow to knee, and then pull. And breathe. Relax the shoulders. Keep your tailbone anchored down if you can. And then release. And try to do about 3 to 4 breaths on each side. Good. Bring the legs, hands wrap around, elbow pushes the opposite knee if you want. Tailbone anchored. And we bring it down. Good. And we're going to turn to the side and we're going to do some side legs. All right. So we've been doing a little bit more advanced side legs. I'm going to give you the option again to have the head, the shoulder, the hips aligned and bring the legs slightly forward, keeping the hand under you. Okay. For those of you who have been doing something a little bit more advanced, we've done this one before and we've done all the way up, but this is going to be quite extreme. So you can be here if you want to be more advanced. Just remember that we try to keep as lifted as possible. We can keep this arm here. You choose. This does stress the neck, so if you don't want to be here, be careful. Yeah. All right. So whatever you choose to do. Some of you are here, some are down. Good. This hand stays here. Now, tuck the pelvis a little bit, push the ribs back, and make sure that this is connected. Top leg is going to come forward, going up. Good. Lengthen that top waist until your bottom one is off the ground. Especially if your head is down, make sure you have that mouse hole under you. You're not trying to lift it completely. You're just lengthening enough to where you have the waist off the mat. All right? And if you're here, it's the same. All right? Okay, so you guys are all down. I'm going to just mirror you. Reach the leg. Connect here. Hand is here for support. If you want to make it harder, you can be here or just here. We're going to go up and down. So you're going to breathe out, lift, and bring it back down without creasing from here. Movement comes from here. Okay, I want you to see creases here, not collapsing here. Good. 4. Keep your feet flexed. 5. 6. Good, Dranya. You're rotating a little bit, so stay stacked on your hips. Bring your legs forward even more. 7. Good, and push this back. 8. Good, don't move from the waist, from the hips only. 9. So keep reaching long. 10, stay up and pulse. 1, 2, 3. Go long, not up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down. Just take a quick breather. We're going to kick the leg forward and back. Yeah, I felt that too. And we're going to go lift. Okay. And we're going to go kick forward. So I breathe in, breathe out, point and take it back. And flex. Kick forward, point and take it back. Now, make sure that when you go forward, you're not tucking the pelvis, and when you go back, you're not arching the back. We're staying as long as possible here, okay? And let's go. Keep going. 4. This hand can be here for support. Point and back. 5. Kick, point and back. 6. Point and back. 2 more. 7. Point and back. And 8, don't move the pelvis, just the leg on the hip joint. Bring it down, rest for a second. Now what I'm gonna do is the same kick forward and back, but we're gonna add a little bit of rotation with the spine, okay? So your head is gonna have to come up a little bit or it can roll, but here, try not to fall back. So the head is gonna follow a little bit of the arm forward and back. They're gonna go opposite each other. Okay, and we're going to try to do another 6. So the arm is just going to keep going forward and back here across the body, and it's going to go in opposition to the leg. If you find it's too hard, always feel free to bend this leg to give you more support as you move, okay? Otherwise, we're here. Good. Let's I'll keep the arm here next to the hip, lift the leg. So we're going to start with sending the leg back. I'm going to point my toe, reach it back like I was before. This arm is going to reach forward and my chest is going to rotate a little bit more to the ground. Keep the abdominals tight so you're not arching. So reach across the room to one corner and the leg goes to the other corner. Now it goes forward and I lift my head a little bit. I reach my arm back. I'm looking at it as my leg is reaching to opposite side of the room. And go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, reach forward with the arm, back with the leg, breathe out. Reach forward with the leg and back with the arm. And 4. Reach away from you. Somebody's pulling your leg away and somebody else is pulling the arm. 5. We're just going to go to 6 on this one. And 6. And reach. And relax down. Good job. All right, since we're here and we haven't done any oblique work, we're going to do our bananas, okay? So we're just going to stay where you are. So I have to turn this off. Okay, so we're here, palms down, palms up, and keeping the arm down or lifting with you. We've done all of these before. My feet, I'm going to point, and my whole body is in one straight line. Now, give me a little crunch with the ribs and give me a little tuck with the pelvis. This arm is going to stay here for support. I'll show you the advanced as we go along. So lengthen the whole body, really long. On the breath out, stay long. Don't lead the movement with your neck. Keep your ear close to the arm. This ear lifts. This is our banana. Okay? And down. For those of you who need support the neck, keep your head rested on your arm. Okay? So that's for the arm support. This is more challenging. And make sure you're not rolling back. Your hips have to stay stacked. Let's do 8 to 10. Now, even more advanced will be arm here. And now this is my very bad side, my left. Tuck and down. See how I'm rolling? That doesn't work for me here. So we've done about 6-ish. 7. Try not to push yourself to lift. This is a gentle support. Okay, it's this that's lifting. 2 more. Long. Keep your ear close to your arm. Tuck your pelvis a little bit. I don't know, between 8 to 10, I'm assuming. Okay. Let's roll to our belly. And we're going to go through some swimming. So legs are going to be sit bones apart. Arms are going to be on a Y. We're going to keep one set down and we're going to lift the other set. So whatever arm and leg opposite, stay down. Use it to help you lengthen and lift for support. Okay? Now, everybody, lift the abdominals off the mat. Tuck your tailbone. Lengthen the tailbone as far as you can. Tuck your chin and lengthen the back of the head and neck. So the head is floating off the ground. It's not on the ground. Your neck should be in line with the upper back. Now, let's keep the arm close to the camera, down, and the opposite leg down. Reach the other 2 and lift them. Okay, low back shouldn't change, knee shouldn't bend. Reach away, 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 and then up and down. Lift the abdominals. Press the opposite, the ones that just went up into the ground. Lengthen the other 2 and lift. And down. Okay, keep going and give me 10 alternating. Good. So the arm, if it doesn't go up, that's fine. If you need to open a little wider because you have tight shoulders, Rania. Good, Atalla, you can open your arms a little wider, yeah? Yes, wider arms. And then lift from the side so it's not so compressed. Open the shoulders wide. There you go. Nice. Lengthen the leg away. Reach first and lift. I shouldn't see any bend on the knee. Try to think of lifting from your glute fold and from your hamstring. There's always one side that's a little harder. Work on that side. Okay? So rest it down. And let's see if we can just do swimming. If you need to make a pillow with your hand and rest your forehead, go ahead. Now, I'm going to time about 30 seconds. If you can continue swimming without touching the floor, great. Otherwise, do the same thing we just did. Totally fine, okay? So, in 5 seconds, we're going to lift the arms and the legs, and we're going to try to do what we were doing without touching or touch. Breathe out, lift the abdominals, and let's go. Lift the arms, lift the legs, and go. Up and down with the arms. You can touch the opposites. You can keep doing what we were doing, okay? Or stay afloat. Long body, everybody. Tuck your chin in. Reach the arms, reach the back of the head. Lift the abdominals. Now reach the tailbone and the legs behind you. Woo, 5 seconds to go. Breathe into the back, breathe out, lift the abdominals. And relax down, that's 30 seconds. Good job. Good. And then let's stretch back, press into your hands, toes together, knees apart. Use your hand to push your sit bones back to the heel. And then after you push and the sit bones touch the heel, you can relax down. Like use your hands to push you back. That's what's gonna help you stretch your back. Good. Come up slowly and we're gonna go to the other side. And we're gonna do the leg work here, okay? So again, your choice of arm, head, shoulder, hips aligned, then the legs slightly forward. I like to keep it in line with my body, but usually the more traditional and typical is legs slightly in front of you. Okay, then most important is we need those hips really aligned. Put your hand in front of you, choose where you need to be. My feet are flexed. I'm gonna lift that top leg to hip height, and I'm gonna lengthen until I've got my mouse hold here. Reach, 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 reach. You should feel that stretch and that decompression here. Now, push the ribs in a little bit, push the front ribs to the back, tuck your pelvis a little bit. Make sure you're stacked. Let's go up and down. So remember, this is long. And go 1, creasing from here, not from here, and down. 2, abs in, legs reach, and then lifts. 3, feel free to put a pillow or a towel or anything on your head. 4, reach longer, then down. Lift the abdominals. 5, and down. Good. 6, if you're not feeling it here, rotate the toes down a little bit more. 7, should be feeling right here. 8, lengthen, then reach. Good. 9, lift and hold. Then down. 10, we stay here. Now reach more. Mouse hold. Go. Reach, 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 reach. Pulse. 1, 2, 3. Abs tight. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax it down. Good. Really feel that work in the hip joint. Nice, yeah, you can do here. Now we're gonna go into our 8 kicks, right? Kick forward, flex foot, point, and reach back. So again, tuck. I really want you to just tuck enough to where these are connected. Reach the top leg away, lift this waist. And we're gonna kick forward, keep your hand here for support with the foot flexed. And then midline, point the toe, lift the hip up to the ribs so we're not arching, reach it back. It's just an opening of the hip. Breathe in, flex forward, breathe out. If you're not working right here, you're not gonna work your glutes. Can you feel your glutes back here? Can you feel it? Good. 3, point and reach, 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 reach. 4, point and reach. Look, no movement here, glutes working. 5, bottom leg is working with me. 6, that bottom leg is working hard. 7, make it purposely. Rania, you're not working your glutes. And 8, relax it down. Okay, now we're gonna add that rotation. So remember, the arm is gonna go forward, press the body, and go back, opposite to what the legs are doing. So we're gonna lift the leg, point, we're gonna reach it back, and let's reach that arm forward. Head comes up, and you're looking at the floor, arm is reaching diagonal, and the leg is reaching diagonal back. Now breathe in, bring the leg forward and arm back, look back if you can, or just look straight. Breathe out. Lift the abdominals, reach the leg away from the body and the arm the opposite direction. Breathe in. Breathe out. 3. Sorry. Breathe in, forward. Breathe out, back. Your head can be on the floor and just roll it across the arm and roll it back. 6. Reach away, reach away, reach away, reach away. And stack. Woo-hoo. Good. All right, we're gonna go into our bananas and then we are done. So stack the legs, point the toes, the body in a straight line, hand here. So if you opted for the hand down option, keep it down. If you opted for the hand up, bring it with you. Just keep your ears connected, not touchy, but connected. Lengthen the neck, lengthen the body. Now everybody, tuck your pelvis and pull the ribs, connect. Feel the abs working already. Let's lengthen the body on the breath out. Lengthen, lift. Don't roll back, yeah? And down. 2. Don't use the head. 3. The neck goes away. 4. Lengthen even the crown of the head. Keep the ear closer to the armpit. 5. 6. If you're advanced, you're here. 7. 8. 9. Scoop that belly. Lengthen. Good, Rania. 10. Go, 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 go. And relax down. Good. Roll to the belly. Let's finish it off with some swan. So hand in line with the head, legs as wide or as narrow as it's comfortable for you. For me, it's about hip width, okay? Lift the abdominals, send the tailbone back. I have so much stuff on, you guys can't see my shoulders. Pull the shoulder and scapula away from the ears, lengthen the back of the neck, keep the abdominals lifted. As you pull the scapulas down, shift the crown of the head and chest forward and up. The abdominals are lifted, so there's no pressure on that low back, and come back down. Okay, open up the arms as wide as you want. Mine are 90 degrees. Breathe in, lengthen the shoulder and scapulas down, crown of the head forward. Breathe out, lift the abdominals and lift the chest. Arching that upper back, drawing the scapulas down as you go up. Legs are pressing down and they're not helping. Most important, keep the abdominals engaged, keep the tailbone lengthened, and make sure you're lifting through that upper back. For those of you more advanced, if you'd like to lift and keep lifting, make sure the abdominals are lifting and you're really working the upper back, not compressing that low back. Try to give me 2 more. Keep the shoulders nice and wide, the widest you can. Keep working that upper back. Finish your last one. And let's push back one more time. Toes together, knees apart. Push, use your hands to push your sit bones. Push, push, push all the way to the heels. And then you can come down. I'm gonna stay up here and keep pushing. If you want to rest down, you can. Just try to keep the sit bones to the butt. Breathe into your back. Try to breathe to the low back. Good. For those of you who want, we can do a quick pigeon stretch, or you can lay on your back and do the number 4 again. Otherwise, bring that leg across the body here. Keep the other leg back. Yeah, so I have my leg across the body. Good. You can bring the foot in if it bothers your knee, or you can open wide, whatever is comfortable. Then hands down. Try to keep your pelvis in the center. So your pubic bone is your center, unless it bothers your knee and you need to roll out. And give me 5 deep breaths here, and then we switch to the other side. No stress. No stress on the breath either. So you're going to use your breath out to relax down. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, relax the head. And each time you breathe out, you should be so relaxed that you feel that your whole torso deepens down to the mat. Finish one or two more breaths. If you need to stay there in that position, you can. It's nice to take your time. But because we're a bit tight on time, roll into the leg that was in front, bring the other leg forward, cross it, or stay there, okay? Then bring the other leg back, readjust the pelvis, flex the foot of the front leg, adjust where you need to be. So this is my tight. Let me show you something too. This is my tight hip flexor. So I like to actually put my hand on the ankle and knee, open up that hip flexor. I push myself up and it really opens up this hip flexor for me, which is more what I need on this side. So I lift up and I let the pelvis just stay there. After it kind of releases, I come down and that hip is already more open. It's optional, you don't have to do it. Good, and then you do your 5 breaths here. Remember, it's relaxed breath, so relax the shoulders, the neck, the arms. And every breath out, you're releasing deeper. It's a release breath, not a working breath. Finish your last breath. And you're going to come back up. I'm going to cheat and do my hip opener again. Okay. And then bring that leg back in. Feel free to continue stretching if you need to. Thank you. Nice, easy class today, but we worked everything. So, Merry Christmas! Have a beautiful Christmas for those of you who are celebrating tomorrow and on Friday. Yes, it'll be amazing. I'll check and see who wants class Friday. I don't know how it's going to be. And if we have it, I'll see you guys on Friday if you're going to be around. Yeah? Bye-bye. Have a great evening. Bye.
Thank you, Mona.
You're
Merry
welcome.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Bye.